welcome to one of my very favourite little seaside villages. It's 1.5 miles from Morstan and it's right on the coast. We've got the windmill in the background over there and it's Clay or Cly next to sea. And one of my mates from Morstan who runs the seal trips, Jimbo Temple, who you don't argue with, he calls it Clay, but most people call it Cly. So it's whichever. And I'm going to do today grilled sardines. I'm doing it with a Pepperonata sauce and also a Grilled. And these sauces all work beautifully with fresh sardines. And remember, sardines are very seasonal, so we use them in season, obviously. So I'm outside here and I'm using the Norfolk Grill's Infinity 500. And this is your perfect outdoor living kitchen, it really is. The temperature is set on there for 200 and it's not wavered. And it's just blistered these peppers beautifully. I've not put anything on them. I literally haven't. I've just put them on the grill and then take them off once they're blistered and soft. And then immediately what you do is to cover them with cling film, and that allows the skins to just peel off. And in theory, that's it. What happens? We'll see. Oh, look. I aren't used to these little tiny cling films, but they're good. So let that go like that, okay? And within 5 minutes, they'll be manageable to peel off the skins, okay? So put that aside. Now, we're going to make a Grilled. And a Grilled is like a sauce to go with the sardines. And I'm going to cook the sardines on the Norfolk Grill's mat here. I really like this because it means that the fish doesn't stick, and that's one of the real problems sometimes when you are cooking with fish. It can stick on your grill and then you're going to be cursing me and cursing the grill. But if you've got this mat, then it should be all right. All you do with the Grilled is chopped herbs. So I've got chives, like so. Chervil, optional. Similar herb to parsley. Chopped parsley, capers, so, and olive oil, just like so. So I've got my herbs and my capers and my olive oil into this little bowl. I'm now going to chop a garlic clove. I'll use my beast of a knife. This is a beast of a knife. You'll look at this and think, why is he using such a big knife? But look, I can still get very fine. And it is very, very sharp. And us chefs, cooks, call us what you want, all have our favourite knives, which is a knife which we go to all the time. And this is mine. So I use it invariably for everything. So that's a decent clove of garlic, that. So I think that's going to be plenty. Add that, and the rind of half a lemon. Like so. Add that. Little bit of salt and pepper. You see, my most important piece of kit in my kitchen is a good pepper mill. And salt. Give it a mix. And this is then ready to literally just go over my sardines. And what I've done with these sardines is I've taken the heads off. You can cook them with the heads on, but I just think they're unsightly. And I've gutted them. Okay. You could, if you were wanting to, butterfly them. But I think the sardines need to be a bit bigger to butterfly them well. So I'm keeping them whole like this. And all I'm going to do is to slaver this Grilled over the sardines. Sardines, as a general fish, are what I would describe quite fishy. And not everybody's cup of tea, but I mean, good sardines are fantastic. And that's just let that marinade whilst I go on to make the pepperonata. And I'm going to use this lovely side feature to the Norfolk Infinity Grill. It's a side burner. It's so useful. Get it on, and then I've got shallots, just sliced, 2 of them, into there. Get that on, add some oil to it, some olive oil, and let those just sizzle away. I'll add the rest of my extraordinarily large piece of garlic and my extraordinarily large knife, but you can see it works. And we'll just let the shallots and garlic soften. You can get a bit of colour on there, no problem at all. Don't worry about a bit of colour. So let that go. Whilst that's on, we're going to go back to the peppers, which have had about 5 minutes. And what you've got are these beautiful peppers which peel so simply. Like this. You've got the flavour of the char, but you ain't got the toughness of the skin. And that's what I like about it. And they're so easy to peel like that. You could then, if you wanted to, use them at a later date, keep them in a little bit of olive oil, and they keep beautifully for some time in the fridge. I just love this combination of peppers, tomatoes, garlic, shallots, herbs, capers. Once you've taken all the chard off the peppers, we slice them. Nothing clever with this, just sharp knife and a bit of confidence and slice them. I quite like some of the charred bits on it, so if you've missed something, don't worry about it. Plonk them all together and just slice them. My shallots and garlic have softened, and I can only liken them to sort of like the burger onions you get when you have a burger. Not that I have many burgers, but you know, if you do have a burger, you get the opportunity to have fried onions with it. Well, that's what they're like, and that's what you want. Like so. And then all we do is mix everything else together. What I will just talk about are these tomatoes. So I've peeled and skinned 6 tomatoes, and then I've cut them into quarters and I've taken the seeds out. By leaving the seeds in, it just makes the whole thing too watery, so I tend to take the seeds out. If you found that a bit of a faff, don't bother peeling them, and don't bother de-seeding them. It's up to you. I'm just doing it as I would do it. The peppers smell amazing. And remember, I didn't add anything to these peppers. They were literally plonked straight on the Infinity Grill as they are. Put the lid down, they were at 200, and just let the Infinity Grill do its magic. And it will do for you. Right. Lovely sizzle on those. So literally take these off. Add your peppers. One foul swoop. Okay. Add your tomatoes. It's lovely. Capers again. Chives. Parsley. I've been a bit cute with this parsley. I've chopped it and called it, this is called chiffonade. You don't have to do that at home. You just want it chopped at home. And a bit more chervil. Then, give it a good mix. Oh. So always, the last thing to cook is going to be your fish, because fish doesn't take long to cook. It's very easy to overcook, so we need to watch it. And what I'm going to use here is the grill mat. So on the Infinity Grill 500, I'm going to place that on the cast iron top here. Bring my fish over. Now for the sardines. Oh, look at the smoke. Smoke is good. Flames is good. Obviously they're cooking with the gremolata on them. To be honest with you, flames don't bother me. I like flames because invariably it means flavour. But if you're worried about the flames, just move it off. Put it on the solid top, the cast iron top. Let's have a look at these. Oh, they've coloured up beautifully. They've even got a bit of marking on them. All that's left to do now is to take them off the grill and serve them. Simplicity itself. Using my Norfolk grill tongs. Look. Look. This is exciting. They look so good. So good. They don't take long at all to cook. I've got some of the residue of the gremolata, which I'm literally just going to drizzle over. I've got to say, one of the joys of being in North Norfolk is the fact there's always a sea breeze going on. Hence the reason why there's a windmill over there, because you need a bit of wind. But we're now ready to serve. So I've got my sardines plated up there, and now I've got my beautiful pepperonata. Wait till you see this. If I don't chuck it everywhere. Oh, just get it on, Galton. And there we have it, the most wonderful grilled sardines of gremolata, and with the pepperonata next to it. What a beautiful combination. You could obviously use the pepperonata on any number of your salads. You can have it warm or you can have it cold, it's entirely up to you. Put it on chicken, put it on beef, put it on fish. Beautiful. You know what I'm going to do now? I've got to taste it. You got to. You're a chef, you have to taste it. Oh, what you get is the sweetness of those peppers, olive oil, capers, a little bit of garlic. It's Mediterranean in a bowl, that is. And it's so versatile. That's why I think you should do it. You can make it in advance. It's beautiful.